Welcome everybody, welcome back. I'm so excited to be here with Ramon Calzada. He is the Executive Director for the Centro Latino of Iowa. Ramon, thank you so much for joining me today. Good to see you again.
Thank you for having me.
I just want to talk to you a little bit about Centro Latino, just of Iowa. And first of all, who do you serve? Let's just start. That's a great place to start. So.
We serve the Latino community, especially the Latino immigrant community that comes to Southwest Iowa. And we provide different services like family support, civic engagement, immigration legal services. And also we have a lot of things that have to do with referrals, referring them to the right organizations that have their needs.
Because we had a conversation, I mean, it was literally like almost a year ago when we had a conversation, and just able to learn I mean, your organization does such important work and helps so many people. So we're going to wrap back around to that. But let's just talk for a minute about COVID-19, because that's impacted everybody, all nonprofits. But I want to talk specifically to your organization and how, you know, what came up. I mean, and what are you still dealing with? But let's just talk about the first.
Well, I think we were very much impacted by COVID-19, especially in the Latino community, because a lot of them work at the meatpacking industry, or they work at the farm workers, or they work construction. So there's not a lot of social distancing in their kind of work, and they work long days, long hours. So and then we had the impact when they lost their jobs. So thank God at Centro Latino, we started a new fund for family assistance, especially for rent utilities. And we got funds from many foundations in Council Bluffs and Omaha to help the Latino immigrant, especially the ones that were struggling during this time.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, a lot of the people that you serve, social distancing, honestly, really isn't even possible. I mean, otherwise,
it doesn't work in our culture. We love to hug, we love to kiss, we love to be in big groups, with family settings. So we had to do a lot of promoting about not having big parties, a lot of celebrations during that time when we had the lockdown, and also be aware of the health, issue and the public health issue.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of the families and the celebrations and the hugging and the kissing, that really, I mean, that's just truly the community and the connection. Let's talk about the Iowa Latino Festival, which it kind of brings all that together. And you had to pivot. You had to do something a little different this year. So
I know that's our big event every year, where we gather the whole community, the Latino community and the community at large, to celebrate the Latino heritage here in Southwest Iowa. And we usually have it at the downtown plaza, Vélez Park. But because of COVID and again, social distancing, not having big events, so we decided to go virtual, and we found a platform that can provide that.
Well, I want to hear all about it, because tell us about the platform and what you're doing and how that's different this year.
As you know, a lot of events are being canceled because of COVID, and everybody's trying to find some way to have an event. So I see a lot of them, they're using Facebook Live or little things like that. This one in particular met our needs because it has two platforms going on at the same time. It has the event going on, it's going to be from noon to 8, and every hour is going to be a different activity. So that's live. That's live going on.
What's the date?
And then it also has a marketplace. So that's on October 11th.
Okay.
From noon to 8.
So both events are happening simultaneously?
Simultaneously. So you have, not every hour it's going to be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, every hour. It's like a show, like the kids dancing again. So that's going to be filmed live, and then at the end, it's going to be like a meal at a restaurant like this, for a lot of people, not so many people, just having the music and the background to give the ambiance. And then we're going to finish with a movie, streaming a movie. We're doing a screening. It's called In Other Words, and that's from a local kid from Council Bluffs, who's the lead actor in that movie. So we're gonna finish the festival that way.
Wow, what a great way to end the festival.
Yeah,
exciting. So people, they can register. I mean, are people buying tickets? I mean, how does that work?
So yeah, so we have in our website, we're gonna have the link for the platform. It's owned by Event Hub, and then it's Event Hub, Iowa Latino Festival. It's called Iowa Latino Festival, and then over there it has how people register to it, the sponsors how they register, the booth how they register, and they have all the instruction. Imagine the trade shows, when they have those conferences.
Yep.
When you had to order the booth and you had to order the cable and you had to order the chair and all these things. You had to click here, click there. Kind of the same concept.
Okay.
But now it's going to be done virtually. So it's very neat.
I mean, again, congratulations to you and your team and everybody involved in the festival for really saying, okay, we're not going to cancel this. We're gonna look at a way to bring this. We're going to do this, but we're going to do it virtually. And that to me is just so important and says so much about everybody involved in this festival. So
yeah, it's to keep the spirit alive, even though we're not together physically, but at least we can see each other virtually.
So in the last just like 30, 45 seconds, just what can people do in addition, I mean, the festival, but what can people do to support your organization, specifically Centro Latino?
Oh, right now we're just looking for, volunteers that want to help, especially with us helping the families, the new families that come in. We have a lot of family advocates that come and join us and help them through the process and how to become Americans and being part of America, new Iowans. And then we have other programs where we have community navigators that will also help the people navigate individually different things with the resources. And then the other volunteers are community advocates.
Yeah.
The ones that want to speak for them, like now we happen with the pandemic, the people that work at the meat packing company to support them. These are essential workers. All the more support you can give to them that they work so long, so many days.
Absolutely. Well, Ramon, thank you so much for joining me today. You're at this wonderful Mexican restaurant having lunch over in Council Bluffs, and I'm going to make sure that I sign up and I'm viewing the festival, and we'll kind of report after the fact. But again, thank you for everything that you and your organization does for both the Omaha, Council Bluffs, Omaha community. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, and have a great day. And happy Hispanic National Month.
Yes, yes. All right. We'll talk to you soon. And
bye-bye.
And folks, we'll be right back. Thank you.
Bye-bye.